The major concern about the food people eat. From a scientific point of view, it is quite critical to mention that health is the most important aspect or factor in foods that are fed on by people. Through numerous studies, it is evident that the secret to good health lies in balancing of diet in people's meals. People should not focus much on what to eat, but they should consider whether their diet is balanced. Pollution is another crucial factor to focus on because it interferes with people's health. This is to say that pollution brings about food contamination that contributes to an unhealthy aspect that hinders the accessibility of health by people. Eating healthy foods does not definitely lead to health among people, meaning that external factors such as exercises need to be incorporated or included. People need to indulge themselves in some exercises after taking meals because exercising increases digestion and thereby excreting unwanted products from the body, hence ensuring health in the people. Health should be considered vital among other things when it comes to the food people eats. Sources from where people get their foods. Many people buy their foods from local farmers because these are reliable sources in both rural and urban areas. Informal farming sectors in urban areas played a gigantic role in the provision of food to urban dwellers. Small-scale farming located at the roadsides is good examples of informal agricultural sectors in urban areas. Such sectors that play the role of local farmers in urban and rural areas offer a wide range of foods to consumers or residents. The purchasing decisions are spearheaded by people's diet. People plan on what to buy and not what to buy depending on their diet schedule. Many people prefer local farmers' foods to organic foods because they are certain of the food sources as opposed to organic food which they are not sure about the mechanism behind their synthesis. Local farmers' foods contain no preservatives, chemicals, since they are gotten directly from their farms and are intended for sale on that day of harvest only, as opposed to organic foods that are preserved using chemicals for future use. This amounts to what motivates many people to shop from local farmers. Poor people can access a healthier or fresh diet. As matter of fact, the elite classes of people in the society prefer organic foods to local farmers' foods. The poor people, due to their financial disabilities, fall victim to local foods because they cannot access the organic foods used by elites. As mentioned earlier within the context of this study, it is evident that local foods are more nutritious than organic foods. Poor people can only afford such local foods, meaning that they can access a healthier or fresh diet at lesser costs than the elites. Local farmers harvest their foods directly from their farmers, meaning that poor people stand a better chance of accessing a fresh diet compared to elites who depend on organic foods that are not fresh. This highlights how the poor access fresh and healthier diet regardless of their financial stability. Attributes of cities designed for people based on Curitiba. In regard to Curitiba reading, it is clear that people's lives would be improved through the implementation of sustainable cities that do not pose threats to the environment. The development of infrastructures such as buildings, among others, has led to unhealthier in the cities. The use of vehicles or cars by urban dwellers has increased drastically, resulting in high instances of pollution. Curitiba opts for sustainable cities that would not hinder the existence of future generations. It is quite ambiguous to transform cities into a sustainable state, but the only viable means toward this initiative is by the government establishing a law that calls for reduction or decline in the use of cars in the cities. The government should ban the possession of more than one personal car and instead use public means, because they have increased vehicle population in urban areas where a large population of people lives. This and many other essays are available at studycorgi.com.